amazing role in this election cycle and in the protests, where we saw Keith Lamont's daughter go instantly to the internet, sparking outrage in a video that went viral on Facebook. And then during the riots last night, we had a very popular Twitter user, Insta pundit Glenn Reynolds, who put out a tweet, and his account was suspended, causing an uproar, particularly in conservative circles. So let's talk about social media, the role they play now, and if they are indeed the new kingmakers of it all. I want to bring in Charlie Kirk is back, Ryan Gerdusky, and media reporter Joe Concha. Ryan, I thought you were going to be here with us, buddy. Let me go to you first.
I know, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, listen, it's social media is the new kingpin, aren't they? So what are the rules of the road for them?
Well, I think the most important rule that you could have as a person in the news, or someone who just cares about honest and truthfulness, is not to give your opinion when you're seeing videos that are breaking at that moment on Twitter and giving it as the full truth. Share what you know is legitimate, and be honest about it, and try not to just expose the more ugly side of what you might be feeling at that moment. You know, just play it out and show what's going on for everyone to sit there and see.
That's traditional media to a certain extent, although there's, Joe, always a race to be the first one to break news and to do this and to do that. But the nature of social media is a knee-jerk thing. I mean, people are getting shot and showing themselves, getting shot. Everything that millennials do is instantly on social media. But what's the role of social media then as the guardians of this, as the gatekeepers, if any?
It's impossible to gatekeep everything that's going to go out on social media. Charles, think about what this phone can do. I can take a video of you right now, and not only that, it's also a broadcasting mechanism. It's a satellite dish, where then I suddenly have my own TV network. And like we saw in Minnesota when that gentleman was shot by a police officer there and everything that happened afterwards, that was something that happened without a producer, without a filter, without someone to say, should this go out? Do we have context? And that's what leads to what we're seeing now in Charlotte.
The Glenn Reynolds tweet, he was suspended for 3 hours. They came to an agreement he would remove the tweet. Did you find that inflammatory? Do you think that what happened in that particular case was justified for Twitter?
Run them down. Even Glenn Instapundit admits that was the wrong choice of words. I don't think anybody can really say that was the right choice of words. All that said, though, if you're going to ban that kind of account, Twitter better hire 10 million people right now, because if you're going to start banning people based on every inappropriate comment on there, it's going to be a very, very long day.
Charlie?
Yeah, so look, I mean, I wouldn't have tweeted that, obviously. It was a bad choice of words, but there's an incredible double standard from Twitter, whether it be how they suspend indefinitely Miley Yiannopoulos' account, how they go after Instapundit on Twitter, where I have documentation I tweet out every single day, outward threats toward police officers, where they say, I'm going to go kill a police officer, I'm going to go kill a police officer. I tweeted about the Charlotte protests last night. I took 6 screenshots where people said they deserve it. Violence is justified. Police officers should die. Screenshot after screenshot after screenshot. And nothing is done. Their accounts are not suspended. They don't delete the tweets. Twitter says they want social media to be like a utility, like water. No, what it really is a leftist way to censor speech. And they go after conservatives that might cross the line, but they protect liberals in a bubble. And look, if they're really going to go after Instapundit for that tweet, why are they not going after ISIS with that kind of intensity and that kind of vigor? I think there's an incredible double standard.
Charlie's right. They do go after conservatives more than liberals.
Yeah, they do. There's no doubt about that. Ryan, I want to give you the last word. Is there something with the folks with large followings who know that they are influential? Do they bear any sort of responsibility for the things they put out into social media?
I think they bear a personal responsibility to themselves to sit there and know what they're putting out is the truth, and that what they're not putting out is maybe a lie or an exaggeration of the truth. I do that with my Twitter. I just make sure I bring the truth from my perspective. That's the best I can do. Don't put hoaxes up. Don't try to become a celebrity. Don't try to make a moment and capitalize on it. I think that's what I am personally responsible for as a Twitter user.
Well, I tell you what, you are becoming a Twitter celebrity anyway. All right, guys, thank you all very much. You got a ways on to catch up with my man Charlie. All right, stocks ending the day in the green. NASDAQ, in fact, ending its second straight session with the new high. We're going to talk about the Fed, and can the consumer come to the rescue? That's what the Fed's saying.